Hmm. Happy Holy Week to everyone. I'm enjoying a cup of Joe. Technically, this is a cup of soup. This isn't Joe. She tastes good too. Good lentil soup. That's always good. I know you guys were here last week, and I was on the mend. This is my first live show since some things have happened. I'll talk to you about that on the other side of the credits, but I'm excited. It is Val the Voice Johnson, and we're back with another episode of Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesdays. And of course, Coach Tony and I, we are bringing you a review and, of course, a wonderful interview on the other side of our review. But, of course, it's tax day. Did you turn in your taxes? Because this is kind of your deadline. Today is. If you did like me, you file for an extension. It's just, I'm the three people I don't mess with: the I, the R, and the S. I don't mess with them. Yeah, that's right. I don't want no trouble. But of course, that's making you laugh. We want to make sure that we are always making you laugh here. And of course, it's time to get started right about now. It's another edition of Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesdays. It's me, your host, Val the Voice Johnson. And of course, we are excited to give you guys another edition of Interludes Extra. And of course, we brought to you by the ebook, which will be a printed book very, very soon. A DJ Saved My Life. It is a part memoir, part the ABCs of starting your own podcast. I am one of those consultants that help you get going on your podcast. Or if you already have one, what can we do to make it great? But of course, it's you that's the secret sauce. And for me, it was about being a virtual DJ during the dark dog days of the pandemic. And so if you guys go ahead and scan the QR code, and of course, you guys can go to purelighthouse.media.com for merch. And of course, for the ebook. And we thank you guys so much for all of your help. Our affiliate sponsor is, we'll get to that in a second, but you guys have been joining us over at Patreon, which has been wonderful. I've been doing some personal tracking of things that's been happening with me over there. And of course, Patreon is kind of the background of things that happen. So of course, join us there. A couple of things regarding podcasting and a lot with doing some things regarding what that's called making sure that you are finding your voice. It's patreon.com/interludes. It's Interludes Extra Presents Find Your Voice. And of course, I am definitely speaking a lot over there now. I got my rhythm, and a lot of people says we just like to see the background scenes. And so I now record after the show and, of course, share that with you guys with the Patreon. So I definitely am so grateful that you all are here. Then, of course, our affiliate sponsor, that is KeySpot. Share, connect, and grow. We have another connection that's happening on this Thursday, April 17th, where you are able to connect with other small businesses around the country. Cynthia McAllister is one of those talented, brilliant women out of Cincinnati. And of course, this is the KeySpot app where you can register your business and be a partner for free. And then if you decide, no, I really want to be a part of the KeySpot family, join us for $15 a month. You can scan the QR code or then go to keyspot.app.com/free. And of course, if you guys are wondering, wow, Val, your website looks so nice. It looks so nice because of KeySpot. Oh my goodness. But of course, Mr. Springer, I think, is hanging out with us. And of course, we are here, and I want to let you guys know what's been happening, because I know you all were wondering, oh, that's such a great interview, and you guys tuned in last week. But I have been on the mend. Unfortunately, I had to have a surgery. I'm not going to get into all the details of it. So your girl is propped up here and enjoying some lentil soup to make sure everything is copacetic, getting our little sip on. And so it's Holy Week, which is always fun, but I don't think anything is holy about the movie that we're going to talk about. A lot of things came on or came out over this weekend. One of the films that I'm real excited to see, I'm not sure if I'm going to see it this weekend. I'll probably watch it the following weekend, right on my birthday, is the new Ryan Coogler film, Sinners. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it is coming out. But the film that I wanted to talk to you guys about is something that you can access very easily via your Amazon Prime. I don't know how many people have Amazon Prime. I have it by default. I just have it by default. That's how that goes. And this woman in red that you see, yeah, there you go. It's Viola Davis. She's one of the few people like Whoopi Goldberg and a few others that is an EGOT, which means that she's won an Emmy, a Grammy, a Tony, and an Oscar. And of course, when did she win all that? She's been very busy over these last 10 to 20 years. So, hey, lift up your gates and do great things. But of course, G20, it is what you think it is. It's a bunch of leaders that's meeting together, and they do it in South Africa, Cape Town. And of course, what she's playing, and we hear in the dialogue, Madam President. Now, let me stop sharing for a second. For a long time after the election, I was hoping to say Madam President. It's always good to have a fictitious fantasy with Viola Davis playing the president. And now back to our regular scheduled program. I am excited. Well, anyway, G20, you guys, now I saw some of the critics kind of slam this film instantly right off the bat. They're just like, it's no good. It's too formulatic. It's too formula. It's all right. It's whatever. And then I was thinking about, well, what about Die Hard? Die Hard, you guys remember that film that came out in like the early 90s with Bruce Willis? And then you had Steve Urkel's, well, it wasn't his dad. It was from Family Matters, Reginald VelJohnson, just kind of that camaraderie that was happening between Bruce Willis and Reginald VelJohnson. Well, this is a little bit different. You have someone in power that's being challenged. And when she goes to the summit, all hell breaks loose because there's someone that's trying to do something, and they don't consider themselves a terrorist. They are a change leader. And of course, I'm telling you, the actor out of New Zealand, Antony Starr. He plays he's a formidable enemy, or what we like to call it, antagonist in this. And so one thing that now here is a picture of Viola Davis and her husband, Julius Tendon. Do you know that they produced this film and that it's been almost 10 years? Like it took them almost 10 years to bring this film to fruition. I did not know that. So this was before The Woman King. We saw The Woman King. That took a long time for it to come to that as well. But Patricia Riggin, she is a beautiful Hispanic, and I don't like saying Hispanic, but she's Mexican American, and she directed this film. So there was women in power in front of the screen and women in power behind the scenes. And so give me a shout in the chat if you got a chance to see the film G20. What did you all think? Because I was thinking I needed something to encourage me during my, kind of, okay, I'm recuperating. I'm not feeling that great. And then all of a sudden I found myself cleaning part of my living room. I don't know. I was watching Viola Davis kick butt and I wanted to clean my living room. I'm just going to be honest. That's what was happening. You see kind of a united front of the family. And of course, I wanted to just make sure that I got everybody's name, and I'm gonna roll right here and go to my trusty Internet Movie Database. Everybody uses it, especially if you're reviewing a film. And of course, you have this was a request of Viola Davis. She wanted Anthony Anderson to play her husband. He plays Derek Sutton. She plays President Danielle Sutton. And of course, the children, that is, you may not recognize Christopher Farah, but he plays Demetrius Sutton. He plays the younger son, but you might recognize the duo of and let me see if I can get her name. I'm looking at, Marsau Martin. And of course, she played on what is this, Blackish for 8 seasons, and check this, Anthony Anderson played her dad. He's the one that recommended her to be the daughter. Their relationship, the mother-daughter relationship, was really highlighted, interestingly enough, in this film. And Patricia Riggin, she has directed a lot, I want to say more, I want to call it not necessarily religious films, but inspirational films. And this is probably one of her first action films. I don't know why women-directed films are so heavily criticized. I don't understand it at all. I don't know if you guys have noticed that either, but it's just very disturbing to me because, you know, a woman directed it, you criticize it harshly, and you just kind of toss it out the window. You guys let me know if that makes a difference. If you know a woman has directed it, do you think, a lot of this action is formalic and it's the formula, it's no big deal? I thought it was cool. I really enjoyed it. So, and then on top of everything, you had Ramon Rodriguez, who I just watched in Will Trent. Will Trent is one of those dramas that's on, police dramas that's on ABC. And so he plays the CIA special agent, not CIA, but a special secret service to protect President Sultan. And he literally, his character fights to protect Viola Davis, even though Viola Davis's character has the training for doing army combat and everything. Now, can you believe that on Amazon, this movie now is the #1 movie worldwide, which means it's doing very, very well. It just released on, I believe, Thursday, April 10th. And so when I got a chance to watch it, I remember looking at my watch with my heart rate kind of going up and down because things were not as predictable, but I let myself just enjoy it. And here's the thing, I'm biased. I love Viola Davis. I'm sorry. So wait, let me stop. I'm not apologizing for that. But anyway, if you guys want to check it out and think, and here's the thing, want kind of an escapist thing to do after you've read your Bible, after you've done Holy Week, after you've done all of the good things that leads up to Good Friday, I say take some time out, get a little scared, get a little wanting to get into your inner bad mama, and check out the film G20. This is Anthony Anderson with Viola, and then also Yasi Marsai Martin, and then also her husband Julius. They were in Times Square. They have been promoting this film everywhere. Good Morning America, CBS Mornings, Today Show, everywhere. So I like I said, I'm a fan, if that means anything, and I'm biased. I'm okay with being biased. So I think this is the poster. So I think that looks wonderful. She got the red dress on with the military situation with the gun. She ready to take care of business. And that's what I think is most entertaining about all of that. My goodness. And of course, after the commercial, we'll come back with our special guest. But I wanted to make sure, if you guys wanted to check out G20, make sure you do so. It is available on Amazon Prime, currently streaming. And we'll see you guys right after the break.
Are you a small business owner looking to grow? Introducing the KeySpot mobile app. I'm Cynthia McAllister, owner of the IT company Quality SAP. Since 2016, we have been supporting small businesses and help them promote and share their businesses, services, and events across the country. KeySpot is more than just an app. We are a network providing community. KeySpot connecting communities and supporting small businesses.
We're back. We have a wonderful show for you, continuing on with Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesdays. Oh my gosh, we're just having a big old blast. And of course, I wanted to make sure that when we have people here on Talk on Tuesdays, it's someone that people I really love to talk with. I have a business tips and tricks podcast that I do on Tuesdays. I'm taking a little bit of a break from it right now due to recuperating. I got a chance to meet Ebony when I drove to Cincinnati and supported our Key Spot affiliate, our affiliate sponsor for our podcast. And I think Cynthia has been associated with Interludes for probably well over a year. But Ebony put in her mind to have and get started a event space. And when I met Ebony, Cynthia had been trying to make the connection between me and Ebony for probably a little over 3 months. She said, you should talk to Ebony. And I think Cynthia was telling Cynthia, you need to talk to Valerie because you guys like doing stand-up comedy. I might be telling the story wrong, but whoever can correct me best, I say, let's have it. She is the founder of Laugh Life Entertainment. And in Cincinnati, if you want good, clean comedy, and I want to make sure that I emphasize that, this is your girl. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to go ahead and introduce Ebony Holloway. What's up, girl? How you doing? Hey,
Hey everybody, what's up, Val? Good to see you again.
I am not a Q dog, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. It is a pleasure to see you. How are you doing, Ebony?
I am doing pretty good, Val. Speaking of people I love talking to, you are one of them.
Oh,
I'm so excited. Thanks for having me again. Happy Holy Week.
I know. Happy Holy Week to you and everyone there, your family, your, I believe, beautiful family, 2 sons, husband, all that good stuff. And of course, when I was talking about women in power, when I say women in power, I say that is you 100% all day, air day. Get up and give some respect and put some respect on her name. And all of that stuff. But Ebony, definitely Laugh Life Entertainment. I like the title. I like that you started this, and give me some background about what got you fired up to start this company. I'm excited to hear about it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Val. So, okay. I'm going to start from the beginning, okay? Because I love to just have a comprehensive just understanding of it all, right? Because
there you go.
Wrapped up into, it's just a lot, right? So, all right, guys. Okay, so my name's Ebony. My middle name's Monique. Some people call me Monique. I mean, that's my name. It's not my first name, but, my government name is, So my name's Ebony, Monique, guys. Last name's Holloway. So I'm 38. I feel great. And I have a lot of talents. I'm excited. I started out doing stand-up comedy in 2017 at the Funny Bone in Cincinnati. And I always been funny. I mean, who do you know carry a mic around in case I got to bust out a joke or something? Just bust out with a joke. I bust it out. I stay ready. What they say, you gotta, stay ready so you won't gotta get ready.
You have to get ready, exactly.
Just be ready. So I'm always ready. I've been doing comedy. I've been making people laugh my whole life since I was a kid. My family still brings up memories. Remember this stuff you used to do when you was a kid, and just have all these people gathered around. And I wasn't getting paid though. I wasn't getting paid, but. I've just always been expressive. I'm very creative. I draw comic strips. I still got stuff that I kept since high school that I've been drawing, and I mean, my comics used to go into the high school newspaper. I mean, I always been, I guess, a publicist. My stuff's always been everywhere, all the time. So that's just a part of my creativity, just who I am as far as like advertising and stuff like that. So, but as far as the gifts and the talents, I started doing comedy in 2017. Mm-hmm. And ever since then, Val, I've just been going, meeting all these awesome people, including you, Cynthia, just everybody. I mean, Coach Tony, I'm just happy to meet you all. So excited about Key Spot and all the things that are coming about as a result of this. Hey, there he is.
Tony's coming in. He's coming in. But yeah, I think it's exciting that you have, I want to say, made sure that it's been important. And one of the things I want to make sure that I show is that this is one of my favorite pictures that I found, I think, on your IG. You literally had to have it spread out all of your, yes. I think it was events that you planned. And then I was thinking, this is really, really exciting. I'm going to go ahead and bring up Coach Tony. Coach Tony, you remember Ebony. Do me a favor and clean your lens real quick. Clean your lens.
Right,
you look like
take me out.
Okay, I'm going to take you out. There you go.
Take me out.
He had to get cleaned up right quick.
He got to get cleaned up. But definitely, this was one of my favorite pictures because to me, this is you being a boss and being proud that I plan events and I want to bring, I think you told me that I want to bring life and laughter into every event that I plan. Is that about right? If I remember that
correctly? What I would like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because the vision of Laugh Life Entertainment is a world full of life.
Okay, well, we got a t-shirt. We got a t-shirt.
Oh man, hold on. Hey, Ebony, we gotta do one thing real quick for you and Val, so I don't get jumped on. My baby girl, my granddaughter is up past her bedtime right now. Her name is Skylar, so we're gonna give her a big interludes on Talk on Tuesday. Hey, Skylar.
Hi, Skylar.
Hey, night.
She called me like, Papa, you and Val didn't say hello to me last night. so we got a fan to the show, and Jeffrey, I mean, it's so crazy because I was talking to Val. I love the outfits. Your energy is just phenomenal.
Remember her from the House of Creativity? We interviewed her. Yeah, man.
Yeah, the energy is just. I'm like, man, she got to get up on a pull-up. What energy coming like that?
Yeah, I'm full of energy, man. I don't know. I get sleep sometimes. People ask me if I sleep. I do. I get my rest,
You should have told me, I sleepwalk.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I've been doing all day. Yeah, but I'm happy to be here, y'all. Whatever y'all want to know, I'm an open book. I can't wait.
Yeah,
well, on the Clubhouse, you were talking about some things, and like a moment ago, you just talking about the different disguises and the different things you do. What brings the ideas to your head? Like, are you walking around some days and are you saying like, I think I'm gonna do this, and then you give it a try, or do a lot of people just come on your Instagram and throw things at you? You try. What gives you that lift?
You know what? That's exactly what happens. Like, okay. Let me give you an example. For Mardi Gras Laugh-abration that we just had last month. I just want to laugh and put celebration with it and have dancing and comedy and food. And I mean, come on, Mardi Gras is all about Fat Tuesday before Lent. If you really know the history of Mardi Gras, I want it to be that. I like Mardi Gras. I've never been to Mardi Gras in real life. I still want to. So I wanted to create an environment where people can get it all in one, and I can still come be me and people have a good time as a result. So with the Mardi Gras, I just was thinking like, man, I never seen nothing like that with, mixed with the comedy and then it's something different. People love to wear beads. People love to, be festive, and I thought it'd be fun. So in 2020, I did it for the first time, and I've been doing it for 5 years now. They love it.
Yeah. And
so things pop in my head. Yeah.
what I want you to do is, I think you put out a t-shirt, and this was something that I want to make sure that I emphasize, is that if you have a business, ladies and gentlemen, coach, I feel this, I feel very strongly about that. Yes. If you have a business, you should definitely have some core values that work with alongside of your business. And I think if you're an event planner and you're someone that is also possibly the comedian of an event, you want to make sure that you do an uplift. I love, Coach, if you see this, uniqueness, positivity, laughter, integrity, faith, teamwork. How did you come up with your thing? Don't you love all of that? Mm-hmm. How did you come up with your core values, Ebony?
So, Val, let me tell you, this was the Lord, okay?
Holy week.
When I say this is what happened. This is what happened, and I know it was. I know because I wrote it down. So I was actually on my way to a comedy show at this seafood restaurant. Right, it was raining so bad that night. It wasn't very well attended. You know, and it'd be like that sometimes. Y'all know, as producers. But you know, I'm headed out, and I'm telling you, this acronym. It was like it was downloaded in I don't even know where it came from. I wrote it down vertically, just the way it is you see it. And I just thought it was something cute. Like, okay, I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt or something. I don't really know. Uplift. Okay, that's cute. You know, I promise I didn't think nothing of it. The sheet of paper sat on my home office desk for 2 years.
Wow.
Before I began to really understand what it was about. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like literally, I kept walking past it, and then I would just kind of stuff it under some other papers. Like it was in the way for a little while. I didn't know what it was all about, and I thought it was just something cute. But after 2 years of walking past it, looking at it, stuffing it under stuff, unwrinkling it, I mean, it wasn't that important to me at the time. I write stuff down all the time and set it down.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, I'll write with you.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know how much stuff I got. I just wasn't thinking about it like that. So that's how I know. So 2 years later, I said, oh my goodness, this means something. I just happened to look at it one day. I'm sitting there thinking, you know, and I said, okay, I know I'm unique and I kind of got things that are different about me. Uniqueness. These are our core values. This is what's important to the company. This is what's important to me, my family, my teammates. This is everything I'm doing, right? Uniqueness, positivity, laughter, right? Integrity. We do what we say. You know, we don't be perfect. Let me get my microphone for that, Val. We don't be perfect. I don't know if y'all say perfect in Chicago. That's my husband's hometown, by the way, Chicago.
Right. South Side.
Yeah, he's from far South Side.
I'm far South Side. Hey, I'm Wild Hunters. He can't get no farther than me. I'm in them Hunters. So if he ain't in them Hunters, he ain't that far.
He's from, okay, you done started something. He's from the Hunters. Hey, 106 South Wentworth. Hold on, that's another guy.
Hold on. I may know him.
We might as well just go ahead and call him into the room. Now, let's go ahead.
Hey, Ebony, we got to table that because 106 in Wentworth, that's my homeboy right across from the park. My man, he got to know Frank and Clark Gilmore. That's my boys.
Wait a minute now.
Yeah, tell him.
I'm going to get him to come down here.
Clark Gilmore. Oh, and speaking of that, I got a shout out to my niece, Christine Mayfield, on right now. Skylar, love you, baby. Now go to bed. You know, we got to get all things. Ebony,
okay.
If I'm
here
you,
it come.
Hey, tell him, come on. Hey, Ebony, I'm looking at your name, EBONY. You got to be energetic, beautiful, ongoing, nasty, yeah.
Is that came off the top of the dome? Is that what just came off the top of the dome?
Hey, that's off the top.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
that's off the top. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So what's your hey Ebony? What your shirt should say is uplift Ebony. You feel me? You got uplift on one side, Ebony on the other. Hey, I just told her I'm from the Wild Wild. I'm on the other side of the tracks, 103rd, 105th. Prospects across Vince here, but my boy Clark Gilmore, Rowdy, and Ray, they were all from 106, 103, and 104 in Wentworth, baby.
Hi, Mr. Holloway.
Man, I'm born and raised in the Wild Hunters. I went to Percy L. Julian High School, class of 2004.
Okay, so
I went to Langston Hughes Elementary. I grew up in Argyle Gardens.
Okay, so you a little bit you be way younger than me. So my sister went to Marcus Garvey. I went to the park. I went to Morgan Park. All my homies went to Julian on the
Hey,
103rd.
I don't like Mexican. Hey, orange and brown forever. Orange
Hey,
and brown
hey,
forever.
it's that green and orange, baby, forever, man. You
Orange
know
and
Morgan
brown
Park.
forever.
I'm
Orange
sorry,
and
blue
brown
and gold,
forever.
CBS, CBS up in
So
here,
Ebony,
CBS.
hey, Ebony, here's how me and your husband do. Cause Val out, hey, tell Val out the picture. She down on 87. But that Percy Junior, that Percy Junior, hey, that Percy Junior Morgan Park, that's personal right there. He'll tell you.
Orange and brown. Orange and brown all day. Class of 2004. We know we always win the battle of Vincennes.
Hey, you know, except for y'all get the basketball, I'm gonna give you Lance.
Sean Dockery was the truth. Sean Dockery was the truth.
Hold on. Did you miss those? Did you miss those last 4 state championships from the park? Did you miss them?
That's because y'all had Ayo Busumu, man.
Hey, hold on. Hey, we had your boy Lance Irvin defected from Julian to come to the park to give us 4 rings. He didn't even go back home to Julian. He brought him to Morgan Park. What you talking about?
Man, Julian forever, man. What? We always put belt to butt against Morgan Park. You know how this goes. You know this is the battle of Vincennes.
And you know it already.
Morgan Park is Julian Morgan Park forever.
Hey, matter of fact, as always, and we can always we're gonna take it to Gately. You always know we're gonna take it to Gately.
What we used to beat y'all in baseball, football, basketball, because we had the best player in the city at one point besides Will Bynum.
Hey, yeah, Bynum, but that was back in my day. And then you had Lance there, that was back in my day. We still was walking them, but once Lance came over, the park they had. Hey, tell them, pal. 1, 2, 3,
4.
Whole state championship. Whole state championship. Where the last state championship from Julian? Come on now, talk to me.
We ain't got one though, but Julian gonna come back though. Y'all was good because y'all had Ayo Busumu, man. Come on,
hey, we had Ayo, we had Ayo, we had Levesque, we had Charlie Moore. I can keep going.
Okay, we're gonna.
We had Byron Irvin.
Okay.
Oh, Byron's my day.
Okay.
Byron's my day. Byron's my day back in the day. Yeah, that was back in my day.
Okay, coach.
Okay, my bad, man. My bad, man.
Coach and husband.
All right.
Coach and husband. Okay.
In Julian. Billy Donovan was in Julian High School recruiting Sean Dockery.
Hey, but Dockery came my way.
I knew y'all was gonna do this. I said as soon as I tell him that my husband from the Chicago, I didn't know he was from the Fort South Side, but
Evan.
And of course, Coach knows everybody. Coach knows everybody.
Hey, Ebony, he can ride with me any day because he's from deep on the side. Tell him he can ride with me any day. You know, that's how we do. He always can ride with me. Hey, hey,
he gonna have to do a sports podcast. He can talk all day.
Hey, he can jump on the pull. Hey, tell Val, he can pull up on me. He always pull up on the pull up. Always pull up on the pull up.
He got
so back to our regular program.
Back to the regular program at hand.
My bad. Okay, so all right.
Hey, Ebony, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that was just a commercial.
Right.
So what
I knew it.
We're going to go back to the core values of the company. Now, that's what we're going to do. Bringing this show back to what attracted me to Ebony was her core values for her company. So
okay.
So let's wrap this up.
Laugh Life Entertainment, guys, giving you life through arts and entertainment. Our vision is a world full of life. Okay, we give you life through our artwork. Okay, our artwork is our comedy. We also got some young talent, guys. I've been going around recording kids. Doing their thing. I just had a set of twins. One of them plays the drums and one does the guitar. And they do their thing together. So it's okay. Look, I was saying this. All right, uniqueness, positivity, laughter, integrity, faith, and teamwork. My husband is my number one fan. We on the same team, and now we have a lot of helpers now. So it's not just me and him, but we've been blessed.
You got me on your team.
When did you get started? In 2016, 2017?
2017, I started doing comedy, stand up, and it just bursted into everything. Everything.
All you gotta do is follow me around. I got material. Just follow me around. You got plenty of material.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. You seem very funny. So I'm telling you now, this sat on my desk for 2 years, and I didn't know nothing.
So let me ask you a question. So you said 2017, right?
Mm-hmm.
So me and Val was talking about this the other day to a couple of people. So 2017, you jump off, and all of a sudden, the pandemic hit. Boom.
Yes.
Wow.
So I remember basketball related. I was at a game, and I just had a guest on who just won a state championship. My guy, Coach Whitey Tweet, who they just won. And I never forget, Ebony, the kid hit the jump shot to win, to take them downstate to the state championship. And the very next day, the state of Tennessee called and says, no one can leave their house for the next 3 weeks. And it's shut down. So you going into comedy 2017, you're riding a high, you're in the shot, south side of the city, you're doing your thing.
Cincinnati.
Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah, right, Cincinnati. That's right. I mean, you talk about Knob Hill. That's right. So all of a sudden, the pandemic hit. Yeah. So what do? Do you take the comedy to the internet? That's how you end up getting your numbers. What did you do at that time?
So let me tell you, because I feel that a very unique thing happened. So 2017, it was September of 2017. So we're going into 2018. So I would say I got a good 2 full years of comedy in before 2020 came. So just say 2018, I start really hitting stages, like anything. Okay. I was doing anything. I was in bars, streets. I wasn't saying no to nothing. So I'm on the road. 2 years going by, pandemic come, boom. That's when I had my first Mardi Gras show in 2020. Okay. And that was I think March 1st, 2020. And the following week, I'm talking about y'all, a week later, couldn't nobody come outside.
Yes.
Nobody come outside. So Mardi Gras 2020 was an inaugural moment because it was the beginning of all the Mardi Gras. It's been 5 years. They all have been successful. They're well attended. People starting to talk about it. I ain't even got to say nothing no more.
Okay.
And then a lot of people just remember having fun like that. And then it was depressing. You can't come outside. You can't buy what you need. Nothing. We couldn't be around our loved ones. And me being a registered nurse, I'm a whole nurse. We're wrapping ourselves in plastic, trying to take care of patients. I'm sweating. I can't breathe.
So you on the front line in the beginning, helping patients and telling their ass jokes on the backside, right?
Yes.
So and the funny part about all of that, what you just said a minute ago, is not only so true, it's crazy because you couldn't get anything, and people were like, okay, I'm stuck up in the house with this person. I gotta love them because I don't know how long this is gonna last. And all of a sudden, it was months, it was weeks, and you're writing material, you're doing your thing. Because I was talking to Val about it because she and I both DJ on the side. If you remember, that's when D Nice. Nobody remembered that D Nice was with Ellen DeGeneres, and remember that D Nice was way back in the late '80s with Public Enemy and KRS-One, and they called me D Nice. So that was a record, and all of a sudden he drops the what do you call it, the COVID relief DJ party, and him and DJ
Club Quarantine. That was Club Quarantine.
They charging $9.99 to $19.99 to get on their quarantine party. They made buku dollars. So my question is, did you do something like that for your
So after everything shut down, after the first Mardi Gras, then we had March, April, May, June, July. It was, I want to say, was it August or September? We had a drive. I hosted the very first drive-in concert here at Hamilton County Fairgrounds. We had people.
You mean like a drive-in movie?
You drive through. You park your car, and some people had tents set up. You can get out your car and party, but you got to get in your car and you can listen to the concert from your radio. It was big. We was outside.
That's dope. That's kind of dope. Yeah, that's kind of dope.
The very first drive-in concert about mentoring young men. Okay, I was involved with, and then it was the person who was over the Funk Fest. It's like in Cleveland. A lot of people came out for this. It was outside. It was party in your car. Party in your car, return to a certain radio station. I'm on stage. It was big. We had like Loose Ends, Eugene. We had a whole, it was a day party mixed with a night. I mean, it was all day. It was a day party mixed with a night party, mixed with comedy. We had Tom Brown, Funkin' for Jamaica. He came with his saxophone.
Jamaica.
This was a collaborative thing. I love collaborating. Let's make it bigger. Let's put all our stuff together. There he is, Tom Brown. That was that night.
Man, you had everybody except for Coach Tony. You needed me up in there so I can help you set it off. I'm saying next time you do something, because I love rolling up to Cincinnati. I'm only 4.5, 5 hours. Hey, let me know I'm there. I'm telling you right now.
I will. That's so to answer your question about the pandemic, people will still party having a good time.
That's dope. I mean, that's incredible. And I never heard of that. I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100. A drive-in, Val, did you hear a drive-in comedy concert? So basically, you pull up in the park. Hey, the last thing I heard that was drive-in is in between your husband's house and my house on 103rd in Halsted. They got the funeral home. They got the funeral home. They got Gatlin Brothers. Gatlin Brothers has got a funeral home. It used to be an old White Castle, and you drive through, and you put your loved one's name on the board. So if you coming to see Donnie, and then Donnie come in, you put Donnie's name, and Donnie's like,
hey. That's funny. I've been to Gatlin's. That's where his dad's funeral was, at Gatlin's.
So you know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about.
You be telling me stories. I done been to the hood.
Yeah, you know.
I ain't feel safe either. I ain't feel safe either.
For everybody that's watching the show tonight on Interludes, we talking about some Chicago South Side hood stuff. That's 100. That's for real. Gatlin Brothers Funeral Home. If they're packed out, they put the body on a conveyor belt, basically, right, Ebbie? And you go through the drive-through, or you can go in. But you go through the drive-through, and the body come around, lift up and look at you, and then okay, I'm out. Next person. I'm like, I never seen anything in my life like that. So
I almost choked. Hey Val, guess what? If you go on my website, I can show you the ad for the drive-through concert that we had in 2020. I can show you.
I got to see that, because
where's the ad?
That's dope.
You go, because if you see my website, it's the same exact duplicate of what I got behind me. If you click on laugh, you can book me for stand-up.
Man, hey,
I gotta
get you, Ebony. I gotta get you down here in Nashville. I got the right people. I got some contacts. Okay. And matter of fact, one of the guys I know actually runs Zanies, where everybody's at.
Okay. And I know it's one downtown Chicago too.
Yeah, and we got the one in Nashville. Nashville is hidden. So let me know what's up. Get at me. I reach out to my guy. Plus, I know a couple other of my guys who own bars downtown Nashville, like big bars. So try to bring you in. I jump on the production team. That way me and your husband can kick it. I can show him the city. We can get at each other for a minute, show him some love here, and get you on stage and get you doing something.
Good. Hey, he can't wait. He actually funny too. He did stand up 3 times this year.
Your husband?
My husband did comedy he did once in 2024 and twice this year.
So what's the material?
What's the material?
So let me ask you, Ebony. So let me ask, because you know me, I'm about to throw something at you. So you a comedian.
He's talking about he got some with my mans in them. I don't know.
No. We ain't even talking about my mans in them. It is my mans in them, but Ali Sadiq.
Okay.
You up on Ali Sadiq?
Familiar? Nah, I know that name.
Come on now. If you in the comedy, you better know Ali Sadiq. So ALI
SADAIQ, right?
Yeah, exactly. Ali Sadiq.
I know who this is. Wait a minute.
Yeah, so he did 20 in the 20 in the yard, and he came out and they told him we'll see you in a few years back in the pen. And he told his jokes while he was in jail. And he said he had this one old dude that was a Muslim. And Everybody laughed at all his jokes except this one dude. One dude never laughed at his joke. It took him 10 years on lockdown to make this one guy laugh. The day that he made the one old man laugh, the old man said, I think you got it. You finally got it. He got out of jail during the pandemic, didn't have, anything to do. Had to report to his PO. PO asked me if you got a job. He said, I'm going to stand up. He said, well, let me see some material. He had no material. So he figured out this social media with his nephew and his homeboys. So he started talking about his days locked down in jail for 20 years. And it was a hit. He went from 100,000 to 1 million views to 2 million views in about 17 to 20 days. And the rest is history. And now he's one of the biggest comedians ever to be on the yard. And he did 20 in the yard.
I am following him. I know. Okay.
So Val, if you ain't up on him, Ali Sadiq, Val. He is.
Let me see if this is, you're referring to this gentleman right here.
Yeah. So if you okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's him.
I'll follow him.
The show. And he ain't even really. He's not even really telling comedy. He's telling his life on lockdown.
Okay, good. That's good. Wow. That's good, real stuff.
Now, so before we totally get lost in
that's good.
and this little education, but the people that have seen Ebony's comedy, I wanted to do a little bit of a show of what she recently did. I think leading up to, what was this? This was Christmas that you did this.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and show a little bit of that if we could do that. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, the horse staying alive. Zone 15, though, what's up? Let me see who all in here, man. Put my glasses on.
Here's somebody's baby.
And told me to come do some comedy for him. And I said, who all gonna be there? But people be tripping, don't they? I said, look, where's the church at? He said Lincoln Heights. And I said, you're trying to give me shot. And practice laughing. Did y'all practice laughing for me? Laugh louder than that.
And where was that, Ebony? Where was that event at?
That was at Mount Moriah Baptist Church for their they had a toy giveaway, and people called me for all kind of stuff. Nothing's too big, nothing's too small.
Hey, I love that. Me and Val, she sit on the left side of the hemisphere, and I sit on the right.
Okay.
And then we figure out how to get to the middle, but we such a great team, we balance out. So it's kind of like a rapper. I got to put you on the spot tonight. You got to kick a quick couple of jokes to me. I'm funny.
Well, man, I got a little something, man.
Come on, give me something. What you got? Throw me something out for the. Hey, like Marlon say, Marlon, I love the kids.
Right. Yeah, more love the kids. But okay. But look, I had a long day babysitting my mom's, man. She in there asleep right now. That's why I'm whispering. But all I want to say is, if you got your man at home and stuff like that, and you need relationship advice, a lot of people come to me because they think I know everything. Because I've been married a long time. Me and my man, we happy. So I had a friend of mine come to me the other day talking about, oh man, I just not all that physically attracted to my man. What should I do? And I told that heifer to just keep staring at it. You know what I'm saying? Until he turned cute.
Terrible.
Hey, that's what I did.
Terrible. Okay, Tony is really laughing.
I've been staring at my man so long. Can't nobody tell me he ain't fine.
Hey, Ebony, if he don't turn cute, trade him in.
Wow. That is so mean.
Hey, I need to be around y'all. Y'all crazy for real, man.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it one. Now though, I'm always gonna keep it 100. Val gotta keep me in line most of the time. But I figure if you a rapper, you come on my show, I'm gonna make you spit. So you comedian, I'm gonna make you tell me a couple of jokes. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
okay.
I gotta keep you on your toes.
That's good. Hey, that's good. I'm doing a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Hey, and then when you went back to your girl, and she had looked at you, she said, man, damn, Ebony, that was some good advice.
Yeah, right. And then I kind of get it. It's a couple different ways I go with that joke. Either he end up looking good, and now she got a family with him now, and she can't keep his hands off. Now every time she calls me, she got another kid now. Their family is growing. Then I have another. Like all my jokes, I either go this way with it, or either he was ugly or he wasn't. I mean, it just.
Right.
My man I'm telling y'all.
But you know what? It's the art of storytelling, and on your website you put a bunch of your testimonies. I don't know if you see this, Tony. This is all you need to get your party started, Miss Ebony Monique.
The laughter.
I love that. And some person said, first off, this is Heather. She says, I don't visit a lot of comedy venues out of fear it's going to be nothing new, but I was so pleasantly surprised. Yeah. So I say, with the response that people have to your comedy, what's been some of the big takeaways that you've had when you have done a show, even from the church to when you're actually in front of like hundreds of people? Like which audience is the one that responds the most, and are you thinking about things that come off the top of your head, or have you written them down? Just curious.
So Val, hey, check this out, man. It's so many different ways. I feel like my brain is full of dots, and like it's like
is that connect the dots?
Yeah, it's really annoying. It's like, man, this dot connect. This don't make sense with this, man. I'm constantly trying to make stuff make sense, connect the dots, and compare and contrast, cause and effect. My brain, man, is in overload. Like I mean, I told you I work on the psych ward. I got to work tonight when I get out here with you. I'm gone.
Yeah, because you already talked about working on the psych. Trust me, you already talked about working on the psych ward. That's a book within itself. Because I'm telling you.
It is, but just to answer Val's question, I've had people literally get saved after I do my comedy.
Man, let me tell you something. When you told me,
I told you about the church I helped start.
The church, damn girl, you like a old boy in Living Colors. You had 19 jobs, and I still got time to make you.
I do, and yep, and then you know, Key Spot's open. I love when I met you at Key Spot. I felt like you was my sister.
Man,
I know.
You know what I love about this, and whatnot, Ebony, is that, man, you keep it 100 and keep it live. But the good thing about this, what do you guys do as comedians to heckles? Because everyone's got them, right? You go to basketball game. LeBron just, when his boy Luka just got tossed out, 3 days ago because a heckler heckled him, and he cussed at the guy that he made a jump shot, got tossed out. So we always got those. If we are no ignorant people, for those people with good English, we don't call the word ignorant. We call them ignorant. So for those people that are ignorant, what you do for them?
Man, okay. Now, I when I was kind of new still, like I wasn't never scared. I was just new to stand up. I always been funny, but stand up in front of strangers, that's not the same. So, I'm still fairly new. I would actually say it was really still 2017. It wasn't even going into 2018 yet. I had a heckler. And, man, my first instinct was, man, you ain't up here, man. Won't you come up here and tell jokes, man? Here go the microphone. That was my first reaction. Come up here and do this.
You know what you should have told him?
What you should have told? What you should have said?
Choke yourself.
With the mic cord, look.
With the mic. You should have said, come up here. I'm already up here. Once you choke yourself, here's the mic cord. And you should have dropped the mic.
One guy said, man, shut up. That's why your forehead shaped like a hashtag.
Wow.
You should have said, say like a hashtag nothing. Hashtag nothing.
Hey, you funny. You are funny, man.
See, he could write some of your jokes for you.
Man, now, let me tell you something. My boy from the West Side, that fool, he ridiculous. His name is Tim Harper. Tell me, you watch the show, super shout out. He won Chicago Coca-Cola Award. He matter of fact, he did Second City.
Okay, I've been there. I visited there to the training center.
Yeah, so he won Second City Award. This fool, I'm telling you right now, Ebony, if you do me like this, I'm gonna hunt you down. I got folks. But This fool took all my stuff, and he had enough nerves to call me and talking about, hey man, look, I done moved from Chicago. I'm out of Idaho. First of all, I'm like, what damn black man lives in Idaho? Second of all, you out in Idaho doing what? And I'm out here telling a joke. And you know what? I go, what's up? My first 30 minutes talking about you. I was like, well, where my cut?
Oh, wow. Wow.
I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, so you run. You know how we say like the law, you on the run. Because I want my cut.
Wow. That's terrible. I want to jump back. I want to jump back into this because Tony, when I was in Cincinnati at Key Spot, when I was at and did the wonderful event, the idea for Cynthia, our affiliate sponsor, to start the event planning or the event center was due to Ebony. Ebony is the one that inspired Cynthia to start the Key Spot Event Center.
No, did Ebony go over there?
I worked there.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
okay.
here in this shot, I think I forgot who took it, but there's a podcasting room, and we featured this on a Talk on Tuesdays, probably a while back, right around the time in March. But this is one of my favorite photos because Ebony looks like a complete, this is, I am down for Key Spot. I got my blue blazer on, I got my t-shirt on. And she said her favorite room in the event center for Key Spot is that what you see, the podcast room.
I love
that. Oh, man, I like that, Val. By the way, that's actually a really nice picture. And Ebony, make sure, I know we've been in contact, get that because I DJ. So I'm gonna try to get you set up as Zanies, and I want to be your DJ up on the stage. So when you telling them jokes, I want to hit them with this. I want to hit them with the scratch and drop the beat. And when you say drop the beat, we can hit them like we hit them with the bomb.
Okay. I'm with it. I told you when I met Val, I was bobbing my head, but wasn't no music playing.
That's when you know you're in the zone. If you want those people, my man, like my dude, like, hey man, what you listening to? My head.
Right.
I know. Right. It's just in my head. It's just in my head. But I want to get back into doing stand-up comedy. I was telling this to Ebony. And if you're someone that has an interest in doing stand-up, or you might feel a little shy in getting going, like what's your advice to that starting stand-up comedian, especially women? Because women, it's tough for us girls.
It is, because we know it's a male-dominated field and things like that.
It is.
It's some funny ladies, man. I mean, I'm just gonna say, get up there. Don't be scared. Don't be worried about, this joke sounds stupid or not. This ain't gonna make no sense. I mean, I've revised a lot of jokes and told it a little differently and used what I know work. I use what I know work over and over and over. Yeah. But then you build on. Yeah. So just start out with whatever it is and build on it, even if it's something small. Even if you think it's stupid, whatever.
So what? How do you? I've always asked. Like I told my boy. I told him. Because he think I'm joking. I'm about to call my boy so I can get my money. But but the material. What's in your mindset? I mean, like when you walk around, and let's say, for example, that you got a show on Saturday coming up, you got the Easter show, right? Mm-hmm. And you got a show coming up. Do you at any point through the week add to your what you're going to do, or do you kind of stay at a hey, listen, this is my monologue, I'm going to say right here, or do you happen to pick up something on the radio or in a blog or in a whatever, and then you add it? Do you ever know how do you set that show up to make sure you're going to be a smash hit that weekend? So,
okay, I told you about the dots in my brain. So right. I have these dots, right? And I just know, like, oh man, my son about to be 18. I know it's a bunch of people that got teenagers. I got some teenager joke stuff that he be doing. Sometimes he don't flush the toilet. He always gone.
Right.
I feel like I'm his chauffeur. You know what I'm saying?
Put in his ass, all that. Yeah.
Okay. So I will. Okay. So I pretty much will have. All right. I know. Like, okay. If I know it's something for Mother's Day, I know I'm going to be saying, wave your hands in the air if you're here with your mama. Then I got some mama jokes about how she used to wipe me with lotion in some areas that I can't reach, but I still can't reach those areas. You know what I'm saying?
You also talk about how she beat the hell out of you with them switches?
Yeah, yes. Woo, crazy.
Rooney.
You crazy.
Rooney.
Hey,
Oh,
because I showed out. I showed out, and my mama showed up. She showed up at 3 o'clock in the morning and woke me up out the bed.
Oh my God. But it's ready, Tony. But when it started getting closer, stuff start coming to me. Then when I get up there, I think I'm gonna do something, and something else come out because I got characters. I play characters. I got a character named Jessica Jezebel. She a hood rat.
Okay.
I got, if I don't have just some type of basis of what the event is about, what I'm gonna talk about, what's the theme or something, I go off into anything.
Man, that's dope. Cause Val, do you know who Wayne is, Val?
No, I do not know who that is.
Oh, you got to know who he is. So Ebony, so that's how Wayne did. Out of Georgia. Country Wayne balling right now.
He's hilarious. He's hilarious. Yeah, and I'm really excited because Val said she want to start getting some stand up and stuff. I know she got some stuff. Hey Val, will you check your message? I just sent you something for confirmation, just to.
Yeah. So Val, Country Wayne, I got put on Country Wayne.
I know who that is. No, I know who that is. Oh, because he just did a. Yeah, he's very funny. Oh my god.
Yeah. So, but what he did, I listened to his. If you haven't listened to his interview, go pull up Country Wayne's interview with the Pivot Podcast. Because you have to get serious.
Yeah.
And Country Wayne. No, I'm sorry, not Pivot Podcast. But he was on Shay Shay, Club Shay Shay. But Country Wayne said people think it's easy, but do you know he puts out 100 shows a day? He
Did not know that.
Yeah, so from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. at night, he puts out anywhere from 5 to 6 shows every few minutes. And at the end of the day, it calculates between 80 to 100 shows.
Oh, that's a lot. He working.
And that's why he's getting paid.
Right.
But I say, Ebony, thank you so very much for joining us on tonight. Like, I really am excited. And like I said, I love that you guys please visit her website, which is laughlife.com. I just love how colorful it is. There it is right there. I'll put it in the chat. And of course, the next couple of events, she keeps things going. So just go to upcoming events. She's based in Cincinnati, but Ebony and I are going to be working on getting her expanded to the world.
Y'all got to understand. This ain't Ebony and Ivory, so understand that.
Hey, I got a twin sister. Hold on. I have a twin sister, and her name is not Ivory, but she's a little bit lighter than me, and people always be like, where Ivory at? Hold on, this is my twin, y'all. Look at me and my twin sister.
I'm afraid to see what she looked like. Okay. Yeah, that's your twin?
Hey,
who that?
I know her.
Who that?
Hey, Ebony, I know her.
What's her name?
And she rolled up on me. I forgot her name. She rolled up.
This is my twin sister, y'all.
Okay.
Wait, you for real?
I'm dead serious. We are twins.
Wow.
Wow. Look at y'all. Beautiful too. Ebony. So Ebony, what is her name? What's your twin's name? What's your twin's name?
Her name is Elena.
Elena, okay.
We're fraternal. We're fraternal.
Okay, so I see it. Right. Yeah, I like you now. We fraternal. Don't start all that. Don't start talking.
Right. So, I'm telling you, I appreciate y'all so much. It's so much to my journey. I got some speaking engagements coming up. It's getting really more serious. First, I feel like I started off clowning around, and this business stuff started coming. I started trying to figure out what stuff mean and print stuff out and just doing
let me tell you something. You're doing it right. You got the merch. You got the thing. I love the energy. Love the stuff you're talking about. You got your husband from the Chi. I already stamped him. He good. But he that 2000 good. Tell me, we them 80s good, but we them real Chi-town. So, but I love what you're doing. You got me in your corner. So we good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You just got to keep on pushing on. And I just say, keep God first. Keep coming out with the material. Don't worry about the haters. You're gonna pick up haters along the way. Everybody needs some haters. If you ain't got no haters, that means you ain't doing what you're supposed to do.
Right, some ain't right.
But Ebony, anytime, come on back and see us. And like I said, you are an encouragement to women in comedy and also women founders, women business founders. You are my shero. Come back anytime. Miss Ebony Holloway.
Hey, tell your man. I will see y'all again soon.
Yeah, tell your man. I got the Pull Up Podcast fan appreciation show coming up, and he is automatically on that show because we're gonna turn up and tell him
he can't wait to talk about it. He moved to Cincinnati in 2008. You know,
okay.
He moved here in 2008.
Yeah, you know, and like I said, it's so good because you know Val, I'll tell you, I always keep people close to the heart. Pretty much everybody on the show, the older guys, all from the shop with me. So I got CVS, got the West Side of Chicago. So now I get him. So yeah, we're gonna turn up. This always gotta keep the fam close to the yard. You know what I mean?
That's all I need. That's all I need is a little love, y'all. I appreciate it.
What they say in Tennessee? What you said?
Ebony, he'll keep talking to you. I know he'll keep talking to you, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you an exit.
Okay,
all right, I love you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, baby. Bye. Lord have mercy. You heard her say that she got another job, so she had to bid ounce.
Hey man, you better keep one eye. Hey, you better put a toothpick and keep one eye open at the next job.
Oh man, that ain't no put the toothpick in the. We ain't doing nothing like that. Now look. Now I'm gonna do this real quick. What?
You know what you do? You tell the boss. You know, as a female, it's easy. You tell the boss your stomach hurt. You go in the bathroom, take a 5-minute nap.
I know. Quick question. Did you see? You so silly. Did you see this? Because you missed the review, but did you see this?
G20s.
Yes. Did you see it? That's the question. That's the question on the what you
I gotta, don't tell me because I'm still at the middle. I fell asleep, but I'm about to watch the rest of it tonight.
Oh my goodness.
I'm at the part where they try to get out to get out of the Cape Cod. They're trying to get out. I'm still at that part. They're in the truck trying to get up out of there. So don't tell me the rest of it.
Okay. All right. So I did a movie review of this particular film, G20.
Oh,
and we
still live.
I know we're still live. I'm wrapping up with this because you missed this in the beginning. So I'm wrapping it up with this right now. So I said that do us a favor, go ahead to our LinkedIn or go to purelighthouse.media.com/blogs, and you'll see our review, and it's called Madam President. That's what I got. Madam President with Muscle. My take on G20 with Viola Davis.
Ooh,
so that's
I like
that. Don't you like that title? I love that title. So that's what's exciting. But of course, we'll be back on next week. Of course, the Pull Up Podcast show. We had a good time on we had a good time on yesterday. But of course, yeah, I'm just saying like I said, it was.
They still talk about it, Val. I just got off the phone before this show. Apologize for late coming out the gym. You know, I'm doing my thing, working kids out. So I'm trying to tell them I gotta go. My girl Val gonna kick me in the head. I gotta go. So I had to scoot across town to get back to the studio. But the show last night was just phenomenal. We got a great compliment I want to give you on air tonight. That one of my guys who don't really watch a lot of podcasts has indulged in the Pull Up Podcast show. And he told me that since watching it over the last 6 weeks, that he's fallen in love, and it's basically his new 8 p.m. basically docu-series, right? So instead of him putting the TV on, he cuts his computer on. If his wife doesn't like it, he gets his headphones or his earpods, put them on, and he listens to the Pull Up from 8 to 9 every week. And I told him I appreciate it. And he said, last night, I love the fact that you had someone on the show on LeVar Ball that people think a different way about, but the way you brought the things out on the show, him, the brand was awesome. And you and Val just awesome. The stuff that Val was able to present picture-wise was awesome, and the conversation was great. And let me tell you something. That's if you ain't watching the Pull Up Podcast show, you sleeping. You better get up on Monday nights and put the show on.
I'm so sorry. Did you just hear what I said? Can you hear me now?
I didn't hear anything you said. I hear you now, though.
Okay. All right. So I was saying, I said on yesterday, it was good to hear Tony Cole compliment LeVar and say that he was an excellent father, and that, you might think you know who LeVar is, but because I work with him, and then of course Coach Max works with him, he was like, it's totally different. So I say, join us, and thank you so much, Mark. He was letting us know it was silent. I think I muted my mic and I didn't mean to, but of course the Pull Up Podcast show, it's every Monday at 8 p.m. You guys join us on next week. And like I said, you never know who's going to pull up. And to have LeVar Ball and his crew pull up, that was fun. Was it fun for you?
Mark, you missed out last night, Mark. It was a show. I was looking for you last night, Mark. And you one of my homeboys. You one of my go-to guys. But you missed the show last night. And Val, and I can tell him, LeVar was raw. He was in his own element, and we allowed him to be himself. And the compliments I got today, and this is for those that are listening closely, not ESPN, not CNN, but this is the first full-hour interview he's done in over 18 months since Vlad TV. But he gave us more information on the Pull Up Podcast show than he's given anyone, because we were genuine with him. You can drop the mic on that one.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. And of course, on a DJ Saved My Life, it is the latest ebook for your girl, Val the Voice. It is a personal memoir. You guys check it out. If you haven't done so, that's fine. But if you're waiting for the printed book, it is coming. So for the merch, for other things regarding it, visit our store at purelightHousemedia.com and get merch as well as the ebook as well. And then, of course, patreon.com. We like to do things behind the scenes. So we put those behind the scene things on Patreon. So if you want to get some information about starting your own podcast, or find your voice, or see myself or see each crack up after the show, after we said stop streaming, join us on patreon.com/interludes. And of course, our key spot, connect, share, and grow. If you want to join the Key Spot Business Partners, do it and register your business for free at keyspot.app.com/free. I think that's everybody. Yep, that's everybody. I have that show coming out soon. But yes, Coach, thank you so very much. This has been a fun show. You can still hear me, right? You can hear me? Yes.
Hey, you want to shout at him. I thought it was a joke.
It was not. It was not a joke. And I see some folks. So I think I did not mean to mute myself. And I looked at you and I was like, I think you were frozen because you were barely moving. And I was like, oh no, did he freeze? So that's fine. Join us next week.
I was sitting there like, hello.
Next week is my birthday.
Hey, go ahead. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go ahead. Doop. Okay, I'm gonna call Uncle Luke. We're gonna go right. Doodle Brown. We're going way back. We're gonna get you. We're gonna party on air next week for Val's birthday, either be here, be square. We're going to have a party. We're going to have whistles and balloons. We're going to do it right.
So we're going to have a good time on, it's a special edition of Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesday. Yes, I will have the show will happen on my birthday, and I'll be rest up and dressed up for my birthday. But as myself and Coach would say, as we wrap up our show, peace.